Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your November full moon reading. This is going to cover the second half of November. The full moon is in Taurus. It is on the 8th of November, and naturally, this full moon is particularly going to light up your focus, your perspective for those of you with Taurus rising in particular. I've laid out the axis of the horoscope wheel, and I will, with the Egyptian deck, I'll clarify with the African deck and complete it with an oracle card. If you resonate with this reading, if you find it useful, if it's helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. I know that you understand that it helps me, and I appreciate all the ways that you support me. So let's get started. Taurus, with your overall energy for the month is the Emperor card. The Emperor card is connecting you with your sense of being in charge of your own life. This is where you are taking your authority as the one who understands your needs and your desires best. This is you also strategizing, planning, perhaps on behalf of an organization or a group of people. This can be you as the leader of a family, as an example. Whatever arena that you are taking charge, you are asserting this ability to plan, relying on your vast experience of manifestation, of knowing exactly how to create something that you desire and to do that on behalf of a team. In your 10th house, where you are seen by others, your employment, the way where you're placed in the community, the Eight of Pentacles is a beautiful card of your hard work, your diligence, your focus on the improvement, the elevation of your craft. This is you also working on yourself, understanding that it is your alignment with your ideas, your perspective, your values that is allowing you to improve yourself and therefore to be a better leader, a better delegator of obligations and tasks. But this is you really focusing on improving in every area of your life with an eye to a very assured success. In your first house, the Knave of Swords, or this is like the Page of Swords, is again focusing on your perspective, your awareness that there are other ways to do things that you have always done in a particular way, assuming that your way was the best way for you or the right way to do something. You are opening up to the idea that around being less judgmental, understanding instead how to look at the information that you are able to gather, how to allow yourself to become informed about something that it is you want to do, opening up to other ideas. Perhaps this is you soliciting the ideas of your teammates, other family members, other co-workers regarding the way in which you're going to execute or reach a certain goal. In the 4th house, the house of your home, your history or memory, your unconscious, the King of Swords makes you an incredibly effective leader. This is something that you have internalized inside. This is a way that you have learned to detach yourself from your feelings, something you are gaining confidence in doing. As you open up and learn more, recognize the skills you've gained through your history of experience. You are more confident that you can make objective decisions. You can identify the things that are important to you so that you are better skilled at supporting others, delegating responsibilities, and listening to the ideas of others. In the seventh house, the house of your significant others, we have the Eight of Swords. My sense is that you are looking at your relationship history with a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, a lot of concern that you have made poor decisions or that perhaps you have not treated or don't treat your significant others in a way that communicates the great deal of love and passion that you share for the partnership, that does not account for how much your deep feelings of love and appreciation. This is you recognizing that it is difficult for you to relax and be present in your relationships. Something you're learning to do, to listen rather than talk, to consider the needs of others, to listen to their experiences in a way that informs you and takes you out of your head and allows you to enjoy the company of others. This is you releasing expectations of what you should have or who you should be with or what they should be doing for you, and vice versa, releasing the expectations about what you've always understood you were supposed to do for others, how you are supposed to relate to a partner. So there's some really deep healing, but there's a lot of anxiety because the healing you've been doing is opening you up to behavior patterns that you recognize as being a problem. Let's get more information. I'm going to clarify the Page of Swords in the first house with the Magician in the second house and the Devil in the third house. It's so interesting that it is in the area of your possessions, and that can be self-possessions. Your second house, this is the house that Taurus naturally rules. Aligning your possessions with your values is something that you are understanding is part of an expression of you, your aesthetics, your harmony, what fits and what doesn't. You're also recognizing afresh these toxic patterns that have come from childhood trauma, from ancestral trauma, patterns of cultural heritage that have ingrained certain patterns and expectations that you now recognize do not fit or belong to you anymore. You're releasing these as you see them afresh, as you're understanding afresh ways in which you relate. It can be to your siblings, your parents, your children, but ways in which you expect others to be like X and you to be like Y, without an understanding or integrating of who these various people are and what their needs are vis-a-vis your needs. This is you understanding that you can release this. You don't have to choose this anymore. And this can be very traditional functions, very traditional forms of relationship, friendship, communication, even the way you understand or learn has been released from this old template that you were given. There's a lot of powerful healing going on here, but with a magical touch, because the Magician is your consciousness that you have all the resources you need to do what it is you want to do. The King of Swords is being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in the 5th house and the 10 of Cups in the 6th house. Wow. Everything is changing for you. Your friendships are changing. Your passions are changing. You are giving yourself the gift of the things that make you feel good, the things that light you up, the things that bring your leadership and your knowledge, your playfulness, your love of beauty and harmony to the fore. There's an opportunity born of some very, very good karma that you have invested. You worked very hard at something, and it feels like it's around your creative expression the gift or talent that you have, that you've enjoyed within your family, among your friends. And it is the working at that, the unfoldment of this good karma, the appreciation of the abundance that you created by your hard work, that you're recognizing this abundant community that you can now share good feelings with. And these good feelings are arising out of the work that you've done, the many years of commitment to a particular craft. The Eight of Swords in the 7th house is being clarified by the Page of Wands in the 8th house and the Seven of Cups in the 9th house. Another page is indicating, wow, the idea of sharing resources, things, abundance with others is putting you on a whole new path of growth and learning, of expansion. My sense is that you have navigated your development, your growth individually on your own path by yourself. And you're now recognizing all the ways that you can share things with others and amplify what you have, so that not only are you creating an environment where you are protected and safe, but you're contributing that to others, and others are contributing that to you. You may be, because of your ability to work so hard, to recognize the choices you made in the past is not so optimal, but coming out of this trauma that you may have experienced in early life is really allowing you to recognize options, not necessarily opportunities, but options, choices. There are a lot of things that you could do. You may be receiving offers or coming in to the receipt of more offers for something that you are doing, recognition by others of your talent, others wanting you. However, you recognize that many of these offers are not equal, they're not all beneficial, and some of them are even dangerous or toxic, delusional. So you're still working through your imagination about the possibilities that could exist. And what is coming through is that it is based on your ability to work at your passions. Your imagination accompanies your willingness to commit to the work. And as an artist, for you creators, you already know that that is where the magic is. It's in the work. So as you continue to recognize choices you've made in the past and continue to make new choices in your present moment is what's leading you to the success that you are working so diligently towards. The Eight of Pentacles in the 10th house is clarified by the Three of Swords in the 11th house and the Seven of Swords in the 12th house. As we mature, it is astounding to recognize that as part of the trauma we may have experienced as young people, or part of our experience of moving towards happiness, that others are not always down with our successes, our happiness, our achievements. And this can come as a surprise. This can be hurtful. This is indicating to me that you have been hurt quite often by the way others have dismissed your talent, talked about you, gossiped, made fun of you, whatever it is, the harsh words or criticisms or discredit that you have been privy to as the result of your diligent efforts to succeed at something has been very much internalized by you in the past. I think this is part of what you are now understanding and rejecting as part of a conventional way of doing things that you inherited as a member of whatever society you belong to, as part of the rules of the game that were given. You're now aware that you have earned many haters. And part of that has been the result of your choices around what you believed would make you happy, understanding in the past that those things did not make you happy. However, what you've learned about from those many disappointments and failures is who you are, the role you've played, the choices you've made, and understanding how to separate yourself out from people or situations that are not beneficial to you, and how you've been able to apply that understanding to your situation more broadly. This is helping you understand the world, your world, in a better way. Understanding is elevating your compassion, and as others treat you in a way that is unkind, talk about you, dismiss you, or make fun of you, you're learning to consider those sources, not to internalize the things that have stopped you in the past, have caused your resistance unwittingly. You're now learning that those things are not a reflection of you or your project of success or happiness. I'm going to finish this reading with a crystal oracle card. And I have the agate. And the key word is healthy body. Every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. This is the second time this card has come out today, and I want to draw your attention, Taurus, to the role that your physical health plays in your sense of abundance and appreciation, of enjoyment. There's an appreciation of wherever you are on the health spectrum. If you are healing, if you are recovering, if you are struggling with illness, with wellness, you are properly attentive to the fact that your body is a microcosm of your world, of the world. And you are attending to it with compassion, with comfort, even with joy in the process of self-healing. I'm going to leave this here for you, Taurus. I hope this has been helpful. And until next time, Namaste.